What's up, guys? This is Chris from DraftDashboard.com. Here are my DFS picks for NBA Tuesday, November 30th. These picks apply for DraftKings and FanDuel. Before I get started, please drop a like on this video and hit that red subscribe button and hit that bell icon so you don't miss our new videos. In this video, I'm going to go over my top picks for today's NBA slate. And if you stick around to the very end of this video, we'll use the Draft Dashboard tools to make a DFS lineup using the picks we just made.
Okay guys, we have a 5-game slate here tonight. So let's take a look at the point guard position. I got a bunch of good value plays for you guys. Let's start it off with Anthony Simmons from the Portland Trailblazers playing the Detroit Pistons, who have the 9th worst defense overall. And although they've been pretty good versus opposing point guards, Anthony Simmons has averaged 20.2 fantasy points per game on the season, playing an average of 23 minutes per game with a 22% usage rate. He's projected at 20.3 fantasy points here tonight. That's 5.1 times value. He's $4,000 DraftKings salary, same price on FanDuel. Vegas thinks there's going to be 217.5 points scored in this game, and Anthony Simmons has scored 31 and 37 fantasy points in the last 2 games, playing 29 and 28 minutes. So I like Anthony Simmons as a value play here versus the Detroit Pistons. Okay, let's take a look at the shooting guard position. I like Evan Fournier from the New York Knicks playing the Brooklyn Nets, who have a middle-of-the-pack defense overall. They're middle-of-the-pack defending opposing shooting guards. Evan Fournier has averaged 22.4 fantasy points per game on the season, playing an average of 29 minutes per game with a 21% usage rate. He's projected at 22.9 fantasy points here tonight, but I think he can score 25 fantasy points or more in this one and get you 5 times value or more. He's $4,900 DraftKings salary and 100 more on FanDuel. Vegas thinks there's going to be 217 points scored in this game, and Evan Fournier has scored 27, 19, and 36 fantasy points in the last 3 games, playing 28, 25, and 41 minutes. So I like Evan Fournier here versus the Brooklyn Nets.
Before I continue with the picks, I'm excited today because we added a new contest for everyone watching.
If you want to enter the drawing for $25 PayPal,
all you need to do is like this video, hit that subscribe button, and make a quick comment below to be entered into the drawing. We'll reply to a random comment and let you know that you won.
And we'll send you $25 PayPal.
So it's that easy, and we pick a new winner every Saturday and announce them in our video. So get your comment in now so I can add another entry for you.
Okay, let's take a look at the small forward position. I like Alec Burks from the New York Knicks playing the Brooklyn Nets, who have a middle-of-the-pack defense overall, and they give up the 9th most fantasy points to opposing small forwards. Alec Burks has averaged 21.4 fantasy points per game on the season, playing an average of 22 minutes per game with a 19% usage rate. He's projected at 24.4 fantasy points here tonight, but I think he can score 28 fantasy points or more and get you over 5 times value. He's $5,600 DraftKings salary and 600 more on FanDuel. Alec Burks has scored 41, 21, and 28 fantasy points in the last 3 games, playing 39, 22, and 25 minutes. So I like Alec Burks here versus the Brooklyn Nets. Now, just real quick, another value play that I like on the Brooklyn Nets side is DeAndre Bembry, who scored 35 and 32 fantasy points in his last 2 games, playing 34 and 26 minutes, and he's only $4,300 DraftKings salary, and he's $400 less on FanDuel. And the Knicks have given up the 9th most fantasy points to opposing small forwards. So I also like DeAndre Bembry as a value play here versus the New York Knicks.
Real quick, guys, I got great news. For a limited time, we're offering a full 30-day trial to Draft Dashboard. You can try all of our DFS tools for all sports. You can try the Position Optimizer, where you can see the top players ranked for each position. And we added a new Player Trends tool, where you can see the top salary differences between FanDuel and DraftKings. It's a really good tool to help you pick out value for the site that you're playing on. Oh, and if you're tired of doing research every day, we just added a cheat sheet that shows hand-picked plays for the slate. No confusing stat lines, no headaches, just a simple cheat sheet that shows the absolute best players for your lineups.
Okay, let's take a look at the power forward position. I like Jerami Grant from the Detroit Pistons playing the Portland Trailblazers, who have the 8th worst defense overall, and they give up the 2nd most fantasy points to opposing power forwards. Jerami Grant has averaged 33.8 fantasy points per game on the season, playing an average of 33 minutes per game with a 27% usage rate. He's projected at 34.1 fantasy points here tonight, but I think he can score 36 fantasy points or more, get you 5 times value or more. He's $7,300 DraftKings salary and $800 more on FanDuel. Vegas thinks there's going to be 217.5 points scored in this game, and Jerami Grant has scored 48, 39, and 24 fantasy points in the last 3 games, playing 32, 33, and 28 minutes. So I like Jerami Grant here versus the Portland Trailblazers. Okay, moving on to the center position, here's a value play. I like Precious Achiuwa from the Toronto Raptors playing the Memphis Grizzlies, who have the 2nd worst defense overall. They give up the 12th most fantasy points to opposing centers. Precious Achiuwa has averaged 22.8 fantasy points per game on the season, playing an average of 26 minutes per game with an 18% usage rate. He's projected at 24.7 fantasy points here tonight, and that's 5.6 times value. He's only $4,400 DraftKings salary. He's $800 more on FanDuel, and Precious Achiuwa has scored 18, 20, and 29 fantasy points in the last 3 games, but I like this pick because he played 36, 33, and 27 minutes. So his minutes have been trending up. I think this is a great value play, so I like Precious Achiuwa here versus the Memphis Grizzlies.
If you want to try all these daily fantasy tools for yourself, click the link in the description below this video or just go to draftdashboard.com. You can use our DFS lineup optimizer to build quality lineups using our picks and your own custom player pool. Click the link in the description below this video and try all these daily fantasy tools right now. Thanks so much for watching. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel and hit that bell icon so you can get instant updates whenever we post a new video. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed this video, please smiggity smash that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Oh, and please comment below with your favorite player for this NBA slate. I love to hear what you guys have to think. Thanks again, and good luck.